The only reason you create a sales campaign is to increase or to make sales. Yet, 99% of businesses don't even have a fully functioning sales campaign. In this video, not only am I going to show you step by step how to create a sales campaign that converts like crazy, but I'm also going to reveal my $100,000 sales campaign for free. As I walk you through this process, a major question comes to mind, and the question is, why don't people buy and what to do about it? Even though you have the right messaging, great landing page, perfect product with a ton of value, and of course a nurtured campaign in place, people still don't buy. And here's why they don't buy. Number one reason is customers' indecision. I would like you to know that most times when customer sees your product, they also see other people's product, so they are caught up in between trying to figure out what to buy, what not to buy, which product answer the best question that they are asking, and at the same time you have your product to sell to them. So they are caught up in indecision, and that is one of the reasons why most people don't buy your product. Reason number two is similar products in the market. With the market filled with a lot of products, there are almost the same kind of products everywhere in the marketplace. So as a result of that, your product is competing with thousands of other similar products. As a matter of fact, almost similar quality, and that is the reason number two why most people don't buy. The third reason why most people don't buy is because of price. Now, sometimes your price might be too high. At the same time, your price might be too low. You see, when price is too high, they consider if the value you offer is equal to the price you are asking them to pay, or if your price is too low. As a matter of fact, that is the worst out of all. A lot of people will not buy from you because they will think your product is fake, or the product can't fulfill its promise. So price is a major factor why people don't buy your products. The fourth and the last reason I'll be mentioning today is the fact that you have low conversion rate. Even though you're selling some products, yes, you sell here and there now and then, but you're not getting as much as you should. You have a lot of prospects, but you're having few sales. That is low conversion rate. Because of that, you are not selling enough products. Now, this is where sales campaign comes to play. Sales campaign is the magic bullet here. Sales campaign is going to help you shoot your conversion rate off the roof and tackle pricing issues, help with differentiating your product from other crowded markets, and at the same time help your customers make their decision fast, if not buying immediately from you. Sales campaign does the magic. There is a key aspect of a sales campaign that specifically tackle this whole issue in a unique way and happily allow your leads and prospects pay you with joy. More on that shortly. Now, I get it. For some people, when it comes to selling or asking prospect to buy, that is a capital sin. They don't like to sell. In fact, they hate selling. But you know what? I have good news for you, because in this life we have three kind of people. The first category of people are the people who love to buy. They love to buy only. Second category of people are the people who love to sell. They sell value. The third category of people are the people who buy and sell value. Now, I belong to the third category of people. I buy from people when they have value to sell to me. I'm happy to pay them with my hard-earned money, and I'm also happy to sell value to people who need it, because I know it's going to help them increase the quality of their life, right? So I don't know, which category do you belong? Are you part of those people? You have a product, you have a service that can change people's life, yet you don't like to sell. Why? But I have some answer to some of those questions. One of the reasons why people who have good products and the market is waiting and waiting for them to sell this product, but they don't like to sell, could be because of the following reasons. They don't like to ask people to buy, or you don't even want to create a sales campaign. Is because one, you lack confidence, right? You don't believe in yourself, or you don't believe in the products you offer to the marketplace. You don't believe in the solution that your service or product offer. That is why you don't ask people to buy, because if you believe in it, you know it's going to change their life. Why not? Then you will start selling to them. After all, it's a noble thing for he who has a grain to sell it to those who are in need. That is in the Bible. The wisest man who ever lived said so. The second reason why you might not want to sell, even though you have a product, is because you know that the product is a low quality product. It is very clear to you that, you know what, if you give them this product, what you are offering, they can't get the value out of it, and you yourself, you know, so you are afraid to sell this particular product. The last but not the least is the fact that you don't know how to create sales campaign, or you don't even know how to create a marketing campaign. So as a result of that, you are not able to sell the product you have. The good news is that is why I create all these videos, because I'm here to teach how to make sales and marketing campaign in order for you to sell the value you have to the marketplace. Now, let's talk about the purpose of a sales campaign. The goal of a sales campaign is to close the deal. Period. To sell. Now, we need to recognize the fact that our customers or our prospects, they've been receiving nurtured campaign after giving them the lead magnets that contain a lot of value, I will be sending them Northward campaign that has been able to help us build relationship, build trust. A lot of them are waiting for you to say, all right, this is what I have to offer and this is how much it costs, and they will be happy to buy. Now, the moment a sales campaign comes through, a lot of your prospects are going to buy immediately. Now, the question is, how do we now create a sales campaign to get our prospect that we are be educating them about our product for them to get to buy what we have to offer? Finally, I will say that is a wrong question. The question is not how do we create a sales campaign. You see, you need to understand what happens before we make a sale. To make a sale, you need to package what you are selling into a magic bullet known as offer. And that is where the secret of selling in your marketing campaign lies, especially in the sale campaign itself. Remember, if you have been following from the beginning of this particular series, you will know that nobody wants your service. Nobody wants your products. All they need from you is the solution your product offers to them. The solution is the key word here, not necessarily your service or any of that. The art of packaging that value, that benefit, that solution that your product and services provide to your leads and prospects, it's called an offer. Alright guys, if you think I'm making sense with this offer thing and this marketing things, I would like you right now to like this particular video and smash the subscription button so that you can get notification when I drop subsequent videos. Thank you very much guys for your support as always. Right now, the right question to ask is, how do we create an irresistible offer? Like I said before, an offer is the opportunity you give a potential client to exercise their desire to buy or pay for your solution. And I can tell you for free, a lot of them are waiting for this particular opportunity because we have been creating and nurturing our relationship and building trust all along. By now, they are happy to get an offer from you. Now, creating an irresistible offer involves key strategies that focus on addressing the client's needs, providing value, and effectively presenting the offer. Here are a structured approach I prepared for you to guide you through on how you can create your own offer. Step number 1 to creating this irresistible offer is your offer must solve a real problem. A lot of people present an offer and they call it irresistible offer. But do you know what? The client does not have a real problem that particular offer is trying to solve. In fact, sometimes there is no problem. There is no problem at all. Or the problem that your offer is trying to present to the client is not a big issue that matters to the person. So that problem is not real to your client. If you don't provide a real solution that touch their main point, that is relevant to their situation, that answer their question, then your offer will not fly. So you must make sure that you create an offer that solves a real problem. Step number 2, your pricing strategy. When it comes to pricing strategy, the best way to go about this is to make sure that you have nothing to compare your price with in the marketplace. So you have to make sure that your price is outstanding, right? And how do you do that? The best way to do that is to segment and to separate your product from other products in the marketplace. Make sure that you compare your product with the value that they are going to get out of the product and price it based on that. So don't price your product based on what other people are pricing theirs, because you guys might not be solving the same kind of solution. Another way to look at this is to create different tiers of pricing, right? You have a low price, a middle price, and a high price. With this strategy, you'll be able to meet up with different category of people who are looking for different type of price that meets their needs. Step number 3 is how you present your offer. Your offer presentation matters a lot. You have to emphasize the benefit of your product and the outcome or the result that they will get after getting your product, not the features or the amount of hours you put into it or your qualification. That is irrelevant. The most important thing is the benefit and the outcome they get, which is the payoff that they get after using or after having an encounter with your product. So clearly articulate what the customer will get in vivid terms so that they can understand properly. The 4th step in creating an irresistible offer is to address customers or buyers' tension. Recognizing that buyers' tension often relate to a concern about price and the perceived value of the offer. Now, most times people are going to be thinking about is the price that you are labeling your offer, does it really match with the value? They are going to be comparing that, and how you go about that is the fact that you must find a way to elevate the value. They must have the perceived value. You must have a way of making sure that your product has a perceived value that is more than the amount they are paying, not equal to the amount. Don't ever try to make your offer equal to the amount they pay. Your offer should always be above the amount that they are going to pay you. Your offer is supposed to be more than what they are paying for. So you have to elevate and give a perceived value that is far greater than the amount they pay you. And that is how to overcome buyer's tension. And the last step to creating your irresistible offer is when you help the client reduce their risks. Your offer must reduce client risks and maximize perceived value, right? Your perceived value must be clearly seen. You must aim to minimize the client perceived risks associated with your offer. You must make it look simple but very effective. So your offer should not be the kind of offer that when they want to use, it's too hard. Before they can get the value out of it, it's very difficult. They have too many steps to go. They will watch too many videos. No. That is showing that there's a lot of risks. They might not be able to finish it, right? So you must minimize the risk attached to your offer, then increase the perceived value. So you let them know that this thing will not take you too much time, but the value is very great. Now, in essence, what I'm trying to say is this: an offer is the source of a marketing and sales campaign. So usually an offer should always increase urgency, scarcity, promotion, and all the strategies I mentioned in the last video, right? Your offering must be compelling enough in such a way that people want to buy. And you need to make this offer early enough in your sales campaign. So don't forget that your sales campaign is meant to leverage on your nurtured campaign already. So you already have the trust. You already have relationship. So you're not thinking about how they feel. No, they already know about your product. You have been educating them from the beginning up to this stage. So you don't have any reason to hesitate. At this point, you are all about selling. And it's not going to sound pushy because you have been nurturing them from the beginning. So now that you have your compelling offer ready to fly, let us create a sales campaign. Now, here is a step-by-step approach to creating a sales campaign. The first thing is your initial planning. During this phase, you must define a clear goal for your campaign. What do you want? Do you want to increase your sale by 20%, 50%, 60%, 100%, 200%? What is the goal of your campaign? You want to increase this particular sale within what period? Within the first quarter, second quarter? You must have a defined goal for your campaign, and also you must make sure your campaign addresses the pain point of your audience. Step number 2 is crafting your irresistible offer. We just talked about how to craft irresistible offer, and that is step number 2. So at this point, you craft your offer. You make sure your offer contains scarcity, promotions, urgency, and other strategy of influence that will help your client make decision immediately. Step number 3 is crafting your campaign content. You must develop an engaging content that resonates with your audience needs. Now, this could be through storytelling, testimonials, demonstration of a product, and how it works. Now, when it comes to developing your campaign content, I'll advise you to go back and look at either method or AIDA method, the AIDA method that I spoke about during the nurtured campaign. This method allows you to create a content that first captures attention of your audience and also sustain their interests. Not only interest them, but to spark a desire in them, and eventually they will be able to take action. So you must write a campaign that hits all of these major points, right? Attention, interest, desire, and action. Then step number 4 is launching and promotion of your sales campaign. Now, most of us are going to be launching this sales campaign on our email platform, right? Even though other people can still take this same kind of sales campaign and they can launch it on social media platform or on their paid advert platform. So in this case, we're assuming that it is an email campaign and you already have all your email automation platform ready to schedule all your drip sales campaign on the email platform. Now, the last part of creating a sales campaign that converts like crazy is to monitor your progress. You must make sure you constantly track and monitor the progress of your campaign so that you can adjust it to meet the desired goal. Now, the goal here is to increase your sale within a certain period of time. So you have to keep adjusting to make sure that you are able to meet your goal. And your adjustment must be based on market feedback and analysis. The kind of feedback you're getting from your prospect, if they are enjoying it, if they are paying, if they are buying, if they are asking you for more, you take all this feedback to adjust your campaign properly. Now, you must understand that when it comes to sending these emails in the campaign, you have to follow a particular structure. to make your sales campaign very effective. And don't forget that nurture campaign is different from sales campaign. Nurture campaign, even though they are similar, but the nurture campaign goal is to establish connection and to build trust. The sales campaign goal is to sell your offer to your prospect. Now, let me reveal my sales campaign structure to you. This is how I structure my sales campaign, and that has been making over $100,000. Here is the blueprint. So the first email I send in my sales campaign is usually the initial engagement email. So at this point, I send an introductory email about the offer. I let them know this is what my offer is and this is the benefit, and I ask them to take action right now. And the action is to buy now. So from the first email in my sales campaign, after I introduce the offer, I am selling right away. Right? I'm not trying to nurture them anymore. I'm not trying to tell them that I will. No. I am selling right away from my first email. And let me tell you something. I noticed that every time I launch the first offer in my sales campaign, lots of people buy. Now, the second set of email that I send, what I do in that particular email is I highlight the offer value. Now, this email, I talk about all the benefits in detailed format. I explain every single benefit of the product and why they should take action right now. So this is where I emphasize mainly on the unique proposition of my offer to my prospect or my client. At this point, I emphasize how it solves a specific problem or fulfill a need for my prospect and audience. Now, when it comes to this particular email, I use a very persuasive language and storytelling to make it even compelling. Don't forget, they already know about the product and they have been well educated about the product. My third email is about limited time promotion. So at this point, I begin to tell them that I have a promotion, that this is where I introduce a promotion, a discount to my prospects. And I let them know that it's very limited. They need to take action now. At this point, I create a sense of urgency by mentioning limited time promotion, discount, or bonuses are associated with the offer. So with this, I encourage them to take action right away before the offer or the limited time elapses. A lot of them get to buy at this point as well. Now, if you really want to know how to do this, I suggest you read book by Robert Lilly. The book is called Persuasion, and the book before that is called Influence. I suggest you read that particular book. Now, the first email is about social proof. This is where I introduce and incorporate social proof, such as testimonials, customer reviews, and success stories of my offer. So within the sales campaign email, I highlighted how other people are benefiting from this particular offer and why they too should do the same. So the social proof is your best chance to showcase how others have benefited from using the offer. So my next email is the fifth set of email I will send. And this email will be multiple call to actions. I'm going to focus on calling them to take action now. From the first sentence, after the first sentence, I have a call to action to tell them to take action now. When I go down a little bit, another call to action telling them why they should take action now. Towards the end of the email, I tell them to take action. All through is about calling them to take action and not to allow the limited offer pass them by. So throughout the fifth email is all about call to action. Don't forget, I'm still going to be using the AIDA principle, the attention, the interest, the desire, and also the call to action in all of the emails, in calling them to take certain action in each of my emails. Just that in each of my email, I will be having certain core objectives like call to action, like social proof, and all others that I've used from the first email till the fifth email. Now, the sixth email will be a follow-up email, reminding them about the promotion I said, about the social proof, and the call to action again. At this point, you are doing a follow-up, right? You're reminding them of the benefit of your product and restating your value proposition and the benefit that your offer provides, and letting them know that they should not allow this offer and the limited space and the scarcity and all that to pass them by. So guys, when it comes to sales campaign, at this point, you must remember that you are all about sales. And if you don't do it right, you will not get the required results. When it comes to sales, people kick against it because of the fact you get to the point where you keep asking people to buy. I'm telling you, if you don't ask them to buy, someone else would ask them to buy. And this is the best chance you have. Now, the seventh email is a countdown email. This is where you begin to count down about how your offer and your promotion is going to expire in the next hours or in the next days, right? This will introduce the final urgency to remind them to buy and to take action on the offer you are proposing. This email don't need to be just one email. It can be 2 to 3 emails reminding them of the countdown. This is the final email. Usually when it comes to final email, today you tell them this is the final email. The next day you will tell them, okay, this is the final email. Then the third one, you will tell them you will not send them email again. Then you send them the email, right? And truly, this last email, you're not gonna, after that, you will not send them the same sales email anymore. After your sales campaign is over, usually within the space of 1 to 3 weeks of you sending email, you will resume back to nurture campaign. For all the people that are not able to buy during the sales campaign, their issues will be they don't have money, or they're not ready to buy at that point in time, or they are not yet convinced that your offer is the best offer for them. The product you are selling, their cousin or their uncle or their sister is selling the same product, so they cannot even buy from you. Meanwhile, when you talk about the nurture campaign, we keep nurturing them, and after some time again, you resume back with your sales campaign. Usually during festive period, or during Black Fridays, or during end of the month, or your own personal time that you choose to do a promotion to sell more of your products. Now, after this period, you discover that most times when people buy, during my campaign, I segment my email. So I have prospects who have already bought. I put them in a different campaign. Those that have not bought yet, they will be in the normal campaign that I've been sending. Now, those particular people who bought, I send them a thank you message, and I continue to upsell them with other product or offer that I think they would love to have after the one they just bought. Now, segmentation of this email is going to help me not to keep sending the same email to people who have already bought. So I will remove them from the campaign automatically, and that is why you need a powerful email automation platform. That is why I love GetResponse a lot. Also with Systemi.io, they both execute the job properly. So you must remember that all through your emails, you must use urgency, scarcity, social proof, and all of these techniques to be able to sell your offer properly. I can tell you for free that you are in for a huge sales with what you just learned. All through from the beginning of this video, you've learned about why people don't buy and what to do about it, which is introducing a sales campaign. And you've learned about the purpose of a sales campaign. You've learned about drafting an irresistible offer. You've learned about sales campaign email structure. I have no doubt that you are properly set up to crush your sale. The moment you start crushing it and you're having more sales, you will want to know how to properly onboard your clients, your newfound clients who are part of your army and soon to be your ambassadors. Proper onboarding is the secret that leads to repeat clients and eventually into clients who are your ambassadors. Now, click this particular video to watch how to create a proper body campaign that will help you not only make times 10 of your revenue, but at this point, this is the point where you get to 100x your marketing funnel, because proper onboarding will help you get repeat clients that will pay you 10 times more. It's the last video in the series. Yes, you guessed it right. I saved the best for the last. Onboarding is how you turn 10x into 100x. See you in the next video.